Hi everybody, I'm Laurent. I'm the creator of the Yala Fitness System. As a fitness professional, the common question that I get is, what is the fastest way to lose weight? What is the fastest way to tone my butt? I feel there's an emphasis on the time it will take to get there versus the effort and work that is needed to get there. I had the same kind of conundrum, I love that word, when I was developing my Yala Fitness System. I said to myself, am I going to market this as a program and philosophy that is based on fast results with unrealistic promises, or am I going to use a different approach, a take your time approach, enjoy the journey kind of approach? And then I looked at my own story. I was born in Morocco, in Casablanca, Morocco, with the mentality that the best things in life take time to nurture. Whether it's food, wine, friendships, good reputations, there's no shortcuts, which is perfectly fine because the journey is as enjoyable as the destination. People enjoy every moment. Every moment is a celebration. And when that moment is over, then you look forward to the next moment. And I said to myself, that's it. That's how I want my fitness program to be like. A series of moments, a series of movements that you enjoy. And when that's done, you look forward to the next one. It's not about a program that will promise you results in 90 days or 60 days. It's about enjoying this life-changing journey without any time limitations. And you know what happens then? You're less stressed. You're happier. And according to studies, happy people have a better control over their bodies. Happy people have an easier ability to change their bodies. And in case you didn't know, happy people are contagious. You want to be around them. So why not be happy instead? But we live in society that is all about the now and fast. Everything has to be quick, from express deliveries to express medical clinics. We'll treat you in 25 seconds or it's free, you get the point. But we also want our fitness program to deliver fast results, right? I feel there's way too many programs out there that promise results in 90 days, 60 days, 30 days. What's next? 6-minute abs? Oh, wait a minute, that exists, right? But the point is, we buy into those programs because why not? Our brain releases those feel-good hormones when we hear that we could get a Hollywood body in 30 days. And then what happens? 30 days later, you're at the same spot you were before you started, but now you're frustrated, angry, and you drop out. I say, let's change our mindset about fitness. I don't care how long it's going to take me. I'm going to do the work because I need to do the work, but I'm going to enjoy every drop of sweat I produce. What's the rush? I like to use this metaphor. I'm going to take you back to your school days. I know some of you don't want to go back, but when I was in school, one of the most stressful moments were writing exams. Everything about an exam is time, whether it's the time you need to study the exam, to write the exam, and to get the results back. But what if I told you there are no time limitations? You still have to study, but you have all the time in the world to write that exam. I bet you'll be less stressed, right? Well, why not use the same philosophy for your own fitness goals? Some of you might say, okay, but what about the results? Don't get me wrong, you don't have to wait 85 years to get results. As a matter of fact, you'll see results immediately from the very first workout. Results like your mood, for example, the way you feel, the energy you exude, and people notice those things right away. Your confidence, you smile more, you're happier, and life is just more beautiful. And these are only some of the benefits that you'll feel right from the first workout. Now, physical changes like weight loss, muscle gain, or whatever other goal you made for yourself will come much faster. Why? Because you have a different mindset about fitness. You have a different mentality about it. It's not about immediate results. I need to fit in that bikini in 2 weeks or else I'm going to go crazy. It's not about that anymore, right? You have all the time in the world. That's why it's a life-changing lifestyle. It's not a 90-day lifestyle. So what I did is I came up with a set of rules. I call them the Yala rules or Yalasophy. And they're based on the Mediterranean lifestyle that I like to follow and that I have my clients follow. And here they go. Find something you enjoy and do it on a regular basis. I don't care what it is. You like sex? Great. Do it on a regular basis. You could burn 100 calories in 30 minutes of sex, unless you do it with a French guy, which is about 25 calories at best, but it's more fun than the treadmill. Also, never eat meals alone. Studies have shown that people that eat in groups versus alone tend to weigh less, tend to eat less, and be slimmer than people that eat alone. Also, spend more time with family members, with friends, with kids. Other studies have shown that people that do that also tend to be slimmer. And surround yourself with positive people. These are the people that will support you in your new journey. Well, my friends, I hope this helped. This was not meant to be a motivational speech. I'm not a Tony Robbins or televangelist Joel Osteen, although I think those guys are amazing. But this is just a reminder that we control our bodies and not the other way around. But we have to have the right mentality. We have to have the right mindset. So I'm going to leave you with this, a great line from French novelist Marcel Proust. And it goes like this. The real voyage of discovery consists not in seeking out new lands, but in having a new vision. In other words, it's you, only better. I'm Laurent, and as we say in French, à bientôt.